Welcome to Read Along Academy, and a very special welcome to our brand new series on the 100 Dresses. In this part 1 of the video study guide, we'll explore chapters 1 and 2 of the book, which introduce you to the main characters and set the stage for the unfolding narrative. While you're here, be sure to check out our other fantastic series, like Charlotte's Web, and also explore our exciting AI series. Eleanor Estes introduces readers to Wanda Petronski, a quiet girl who always wears the same faded blue dress. Her unique claim of owning 100 dresses sparks a cruel game among her classmates, Peggy and Maddie. This narrative, written by Eleanor Estes and illustrated by Louis Slobodkin, is a Newbery Honor book that delves into themes of poverty, prejudice, and the painful dynamics of peer pressure. Estes masterfully crafts a story where the absence of one girl highlights the internal struggles of another, prompting readers to reflect on empathy, courage, and the impact of one's actions. The book is described as a lovely story, sensitively illustrated, and with an important lesson to tell. We meet Wanda Petronski, a quiet girl whose presence and absence begin to draw the attention of her classmates, particularly Peggy and Maddie. This initiates a hurtful game that will drive the story's central conflict. Now, let's summarize this first part. This part introduces Wanda Petronski, a quiet girl who sits in the back of room 13. She is absent on Monday and Tuesday, but her absence is only noted by Peggy and Madeline, also known as Maddie, on Wednesday because it makes them late for school. We learn that Wanda lives in Boggins Heights, a poor area, and always wears the same faded blue dress. The dresses game is introduced, where Peggy, in a mock polite manner, asks Wanda how many dresses she has in her closet, to which Wanda always replies, 100. This provokes laughter and disbelief from the other girls, who know Wanda only wears one dress. Maddie, Peggy's closest friend, feels uncomfortable but remains silent. The game extends to other items like hats or shoes. Let's look at some important vocabulary words from this part. First, we have askew, which is an adjective meaning not straight or level, at an angle. For example, Jack Beggles ran to school, his necktie askew and his cap at a precarious tilt. Next is precarious, an adjective meaning not securely held or in position, dangerously likely to fall or collapse. For example, the stack of books on the edge of the table was precarious, threatening to tumble at any moment. Then, unison, a noun referring to the simultaneous performance of action or utterance of speech. The children were reciting in unison the Gettysburg Address. We also have intruders, a noun for people who intrude, especially into a place without permission. After Peggy and Maddie stopped feeling like intruders in a class that had already begun, they looked across the room and noticed that Wanda was not in her seat. Incredulously is an adverb meaning in a manner indicating disbelief. 100! Exclaimed all the girls incredulously, and the little girls would stop playing hopscotch and listen. Next, derisively, an adverb meaning in a manner expressing contempt or ridicule. And the girls laughed derisively, while Wanda moved over to the sunny place by the ivy-covered brick wall of the school building, where she usually stood and waited for the bell to ring. Finally, stolidly, an adverb meaning calm, dependable, and showing little emotion or animation. Yeah, velvet too. 100 dresses, repeated Wanda stolidly, all lined up in my closet. Now, let's test our understanding with some comprehension questions. Here's one question. Where does Wanda Petronski usually sit in room 13? And the answer is, Wanda Petronski usually sits in the next to the last seat in the last row in room 13, in the corner where the rough boys sit. Next question. Who are the two girls who first noticed Wanda's absence? The answer is Peggy and Madeline, also known as Maddie, are the two girls who first noticed Wanda's absence. Here's another question. Why did Peggy and Maddie notice Wanda's absence on Wednesday? The answer is they noticed Wanda's absence on Wednesday because her not being there made them late for school as they waited for her to tease her. Our next question, what is the name of the place Wanda lives? The answer is Wanda lives in Boggins Heights. Our comprehension questions. What is the dresses game? The answer is the dresses game is when Peggy and other girls would wait for Wanda outside school and ask her how many dresses she had in her closet, to which Wanda would always reply, 100. Now for some open-ended questions to deepen our understanding. Here's a question for discussion. How might Wanda's quiet nature and where she sits contribute to how other students perceive and treat her? One probable answer is Wanda's quietness might make her seem unapproachable or an easy target because she doesn't defend herself. Sitting in the back corner could make her less visible to the teacher and more isolated from the main group of students, allowing bullying to go unnoticed. Next question. The text states that nobody really thought much about Wanda Petronski once she was in the classroom, but they waited for her outside school hours to have fun with her. What does this suggest about the nature of their interactions with Wanda? One probable answer is this suggests their interactions were not genuine friendships, but rather a form of entertainment or power dynamic. Their fun came at Wanda's expense, highlighting a lack of respect and empathy in the schoolyard setting, which was separate from the classroom's structured environment. Here's another question. Maddie is described as Peggy's closest friend. How does their friendship dynamic influence Maddie's actions regarding Wanda? One probable answer is Maddie's close friendship with Peggy makes it difficult for her to challenge Peggy's behavior. She values Peggy's friendship and fears becoming an outcast herself if she speaks up. This shows the strong influence of peer pressure and the desire to belong. Our next question. Why do you think the girls, especially Peggy, continue to play the dresses game even though they know Wanda only has one dress? One probable answer is they might continue the game for various reasons: a desire for amusement, to assert social dominance, to relieve their own insecurities by targeting someone else, or perhaps genuinely not understanding the impact of their words on Wanda. Peggy might also enjoy the attention she gets from leading the teasing. Finally, for our open-ended questions, consider the description of Boggins Heights and Old Man Svensson's house. How might this setting influence Wanda's life and the perceptions of others in town? One probable answer is the description of Boggins Heights as a poor, rundown area reinforces Wanda's social and economic outsider status. It suggests a lack of resources and might contribute to the prejudice she faces. The student's perception of her is likely influenced by the perceived low status of her home. To conclude, this first part has introduced the central conflict and the key characters involved in the bullying of Wanda. We've seen Maddie's early discomfort and the dynamics of the dresses game. As you move into the next part, you'll discover the specific moment the game began and delve deeper into Maddie's internal struggles. Next, please proceed to Part 2, the origin of the game and Maddie's internal conflict. Thanks for learning with us at Read Along Academy. Remember to keep exploring, asking questions, and having fun. We encourage you to like and comment, and please subscribe to Read Along Academy. And don't forget to explore our other fantastic series, including Charlotte's Web and our innovative AI series.